Happy birthday, darling. I wish I could give you a big hug and a kiss. Hopefully, that will be soon. Love you very much. A lady as great as can be is what Michelle means to me.
So what can we say about Michelle? The woman who's as glamorous as hell. She's thoughtful and caring, adventurous and daring, and has one heck of a story to tell.
The McCall who married a Scot. It wasn't long before they had their first tot. After Lauren came Kelly, a dream for our Shelley, and then Brendan completed the lot.
With 3, the chaos would ensue. There was always 101 things to do. You'd overhear her say she hasn't sat down all day, but the good times are more than a few.
With memories and holidays galore, Mish couldn't ask for much more. Travelling to Belfast and Milan as Ed Sheeran's biggest fan, the world was hers to explore.
With a camera she loves to click, almost as much as she loves crisp and dip. The night isn't healthy unless she's taken a selfie with a white wine in hand to sip. House of Hill was home for many years, and leaving brought many tears. But after living at number 10, the fun has started again. And for making it home, Mum, we say cheers.
Dancing through life with Simon by your side, the family you've built fills you with pride. None more than Sebi, the world's cutest baby, running to Nana with arms held wide.
A 60th in lockdown is really quite a bummer. But don't worry, we'll make up for it in summer. Although we live far apart, you're always in our heart. I couldn't have asked for a better mum, you stunner.
You've embraced me as one of your own. I'm so grateful for the love that you've shown. So many happy mems and plenty of blue creme. You've made Edinburgh feel like my home.
To all of us, you are an inspiration, the builder of our life's foundation. When you were designed, God made you so kind. You really are his best creation.
A woman as great as can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
Minto Marketing and pregnancy brought us together. We frequented Victoria Park, whatever the weather. At Mother and Toddlers we bonded further. Restraining our kids felt like murder. The fun we had when the kids were small, illicit margaritas and ciggies, we did it all. Annual Christmas shopping trips in the West gave us an excuse to look our best. Sparkling peach champagne in that bar near Versace, we really thought that we were Archie. Family celebrations were big occasions, birthday lunches with your relations. Your 2 fun sisters and your beautiful mum, I felt so honoured to celebrate with my chum. More crazy parties with my mum and dad. We all sang Neil Diamond songs like mad. Trips to Portugal have been great fun. Dancing in Maria's, it's got to be done. Generous and caring, your support is endless. Life without you would be quite horrendous.
Today you've hit the mark of 60, but it has to be said, you're still pretty nifty. Mother, granny and long-suffering wife, partnering Simon, it's been a tough life. When it comes to Neil Diamond, you don't really like, and that nearly got Simon on his bike. But you're not someone that will ever whine, as long as your glass is topped up with wine. Lauren, Kelly and Brendan are your joys, but the next generation, it's so far only boys. But more will be coming, and when you're 70, there'll be grandkids around in the plenty. Today you hit the big 6-0, halfway through your life, a long way to go.
A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me. Happy birthday!
Okay, this is for lovely Michelle, and I can't believe that it's possible that I first met Michelle as an adult despite living on the same street when Carol was a few weeks old. And now that we're 60, at Brendan's request, here's some very bad verse with apologies to A.A. Milne. When she was 10, she was just a bairn then. School, endless summer and family fun.
When she was 20, she turned heads aplenty. Boy, were we glad that our Si was the one.
When she was 30, her kids could be shirty, but gorgeous Michelle just loved being mum.
When she was 40, she turned very sporty, racing in many a charity run.
When she was 50, with dance skills still nifty, she cycled away to Paris and won.
Now that she's 60, we've run out of rhyme, but we know she'll stay lovely for a very long time. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
28 January 1961 was a good day. A daughter brought to Kathleen and Jimmy. A baby sister to Jim, Lex, Kevin and Colette. A big sister to Elaine, but not quite yet. Not quite as common in those days, Kathleen gave birth at home her own ways. A great excitement to all, as you can imagine. A time for Jimmy to help in a birth with abandon. Maybe not. I'm told on the day, the fish tank, he did say, was very, very dirty and had to be cleaned to turn wee fishies to quirky. A few years on, and a new role to Michelle then came. A very important one, as big sister to Elaine. Despite her occasional bossy boot traits, I love my big sister, and she's my best mate. Fast forward a few years more to the Trinity area. Primrose Bank Road, number 22, the start of a new era. Such fond memories we all have of our favourite house. Sharing a bedroom, 3 girls with Michelle was never quiet as a mouse. Lazy Sunday mornings on the drinks run. A long lie-in with my big sisters was always good fun. Michelle sharing tales of the scary movie from the night before. Scaring her baby sister, never a chore. Then there were dogs, quite a lot. Brandy, Rory, Red, Shandy, Megan, followed by Rona and Ryan. On those garage roofs they jumped up and barked until the neighbours were sighing. Shandy the dog that caused some fear. When Simon came courting, to Michelle he held dear. A scarier prospect of seeing that mad dog. He thankfully persisted, and the rest is agog. A marriage, 3 lovely children and a grandchild later. Who could have wished for anything more? So many family and friends, memories created, all with Michelle being core. A number of holidays to Nerha we did share. Lots of great memories with your family there. The girls' trips too, on special birthdays we found, where often there was much hilarity abound. The silly dares, following a game of spoof, mostly always encouraged by Michelle, went through the roof. So many roles Michelle does play. Sister, wife, mother, nana, auntie and friend. Clear to us all our lives have been enriched. Having Michelle around, we became bewitched. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me. Happy birthday, big sis. Love you lots. Enjoy your day.
I have a good friend named Michelle. From 5 to 60, we've always gelled. Thoughtful, kind, and full of joy. The laughs we've had, oh boy. You are always there to lend an ear. You never fail to bring some cheer. My good friend on lonely days, part of my life at every stage. Loyal and caring and encouraging too. I really do treasure you. A good friend in every way. I am sending my love on your 60th birthday. A woman as great as can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
A Sextogenarian's Sonnet by Elaine Toogood.
Michelle. 2020 was maybe the worst. China ate bats and delivered a curse. A virus that spread all over the planet that made people so ill, so awful, God damn it. But today, in 21, my friend, we are so happy as we celebrate you from the year of your nappy. I can see Kathy and Jim with great smiles on their face as you arrive to say hi, although in 5th place. 3 brothers and a sister were ahead of your line. Then Elaine came along and all was just fine, because the McCalls in Trinity were now quite complete, with the Scots next door in just a few feet. Who'd have thought that our wee girl Shelley would end up marrying Simon Scott the Melly? And Jonah Bruce were so happy too, because Simon was getting married to you. And so the cycle of life goes on, and to the happy couple 3 children were born. Lauren and Kelly, then Brendan the last. They've grown up now, it happened so fast. All clever, so talented, so very kind too. I think we can say they take after you. Kelly, David and Leo have one more. With the arrival of Seb, they've now become 4. Poor Lauren and Dave were twice supposed to be wed, but because of COVID, it'll be next year instead.
Hey Michelle, I'm allowed a few lines to reminisce on some crazier times when swapping addresses in heels much too tall was a Saturday night for you and me, doll.
Well done. We've had so many laughs, so many hijinks. You look like an angel, but you are quite a minx. One night when we were at the jam house, quite pissed, you snuck off and thought you wouldn't be missed. But lo and behold, we looked up to the stage, and there you were dancing, completely unfazed. We have travelled to places, some quite exotic. We've always returned fairly robotic, because we didn't put our feet up and rest. We drank, stayed up late. It was simply the best. You came to LA with me as a chum, as Stu was quite down and missing his mum. We travelled on BA's double-decker Airbus, had fun on the flight, just Margaret and us. She didn't drink, but she worked in a pub. Or did she say a working man's club? We went to the Whaler and Malibu Farm. We lay on the beach, although not very warm. On the way home, we checked into our row, discovered our upgrade to business, you know. We were delighted. We giggled. Such smiles on our faces, you'd have thought we'd won at the races. We drank the bar dry of champagne and fine wine, and on lobster and steak we also did dine. A friend like a sister is not easy to find, so stunning, so funny, and so very kind. I love you, Michelle, and I know this is true. From now going forward, I'll always have you. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me. Lots of love.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Michelle is a poet, I wish I was too. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
Happy 60th birthday, Michelle. Hope you have a fantastic day. We'd all love to be there sharing it with you, but we'll have a huge party later in the year and celebrate it properly. In the meantime, hope you enjoy our family poem. Michelle Sizebell, 60 today and still going well.
Loving mother, a caring gran for Lauren, Kelly, Seb, Leo and Brendan. With a camera in her hand and a beautiful smile,
she puts you at ease and always goes the extra mile.
She has heard the most renditions of Sweet Caroline,
which probably explains why she drinks lots of wine.
So on your 60th birthday, we're all here to say,
a woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me. Happy birthday! Woo!
Yay!
Today's the day my wee ma turns 60, which some might say is getting a bit old. But what every other woman on earth would give to look as broad as you're a real piece of gold. So now only logical it would seem to take some time for some personal reflection. What exactly does Michelle mean? Well, it's hard to try and explain perfection. Always at hand with a great wee story, some of which may slightly embarrass. Always loving to bask in her own glory. Did you know she cycled all the way to Paris? Always singing my praises, making me feel 10 feet tall. One thing she makes sure is never forgot. At my best, I'm a McCall. At my worst, definitely a Scot. Mum, you're a woman I very much admire, strong as a bear and equally gentle. You have 100 traits of which I very much desire, not least of which how you're absolutely mental. I'll forever be your #1 fan, prouder than Punch to be your son. And now you're making a grade A nan, 99 problems, but raising a great family ain't one. Growing up with Jimmy and Kathleen by your side, the source of your greatness is not hard to see. I know they both look down on you with so much pride, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. Never change, never doubt yourself, and never stop making me laugh. Just please, never again ask me to pour you a bath. I hope you know I'm always here for you too, forever close even when apart. No matter what crazy things this world may do, I know you're always close to heart. A crutch when I need standing, a lighthouse when never lost, a help when I need calming, I know you're there whatever the cost. Just a few of 1,000 words I could try to say to describe feelings I hold which words cannot convey. I live 1,000 lives wondering what did I do to deserve a mum as great as you. A woman as great can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
Happy birthday, Michelle, you're one of a kind. No greater woman you can find.
Loving, caring, full of great words of advice. Let's have a big glass of rosé with lots of ice.
If there's a party, you're sure to be there, dancing, laughing and doing the odd dare.
It's a shame we can't be together to celebrate your 60th in style. Looking forward to that time with a great big smile.
We hope your birthday is full of wonderful surprises. We can't wait to party with you until the sun rises.
A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
Happy birthday to our number one. You've always given us such great times of fun. From singing into a fake microphone, you always set a fun-loving tone.
We always had a home 3 doors down where the best auntie lived in town. Here she would make her chocolate path and Brendan and I would fight over Granny's half.
As families, we always travelled well. We played the obvious question game as well. You've always been our strong glue, even when Simon hit the tree stump and it blew.
Today you celebrate the big 6-0. You really are quite a hero. Wish I could be there to celebrate with you. I'll toast to Mitch and have a glass of bubbly too.
You've always filled our lives with laughter, followed by an Ed Sheeran song after. We love you more than words can say and wish you such a special day.
You've shown us love oh so clearly. A true queen, we love you dearly. A woman as great as can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
Michelle, my belle. It's not very good. How did I meet you? Michelle. Let's go back to 1978 when your big brother married my best mate. She became a McCall, and the next thing I know is we're at big parties at Primrose Bank Road. Now Kathleen had Jimmy, had been rather busy. 6 children, 3 of each sex. Now Kevin and Jim had their bidies in, so I set my sights firmly on Lex. We had great fun, but it didn't work out. I guess we both had our flaws. So otherwise, who knows, in a different world, Michelle, perhaps we could have been sister-in-laws. I went on to work for your dad at Solarway for a while. Jimmy Sr., what a great man. I'll always remember his smile. Life was good through the 80s and 90s, Nerha for our holidays. But then we lost touch. We all settled down and went our separate ways. Then quite by chance, 12 years ago, I got an important phone call. My friend Elaine was forming a club, reunited with Michelle McCall. Except she was Scot, had 3 kids and a cat, a photographer, a mama and a wife. Our book club was formed, and I thank the Lord that I have you girls in my life. We're all very different. We've become very close. Michelle, I've got to know you better. I love the fact that for you, family is everything. You're the glue that holds them together. The memory of our date night in Ariati is something that I will always treasure. Being with you when you're in naughty mood is definitely a guilty pleasure. Happy birthday, Michelle. I'm sure all you want is to have your family around you. Well, your wee face is your mum's, your cheeky smile is your dad's, and I'm sure they're looking down proudly. Michelle, a woman as great as can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
A poem to Michelle on her 60th birthday. In January 61, my lovely sister Michelle was born. Her arrival gave me great delight, an ally against my 3 rough brothers to fight. Growing up, we shared a room. Young Michelle was always interested in Mum's makeup and to groom. I recall one day the pink nail varnish caught her eye. Mum was annoyed she had been so sly, especially as she ruined her new silk dress she wore, pink nail varnish all over. When Michelle started at school, she was so shy. She had to join me for lunch with my class, otherwise she would cry. I remember after school I had to collect Michelle from class, but oh my God, one day I forgot and left to walk home alone. The nun teacher phoned Mum, so annoyed, and called me bold, which was harsh since I wasn't that old. But I never forgot again, especially since I might get the belt, which was the punishment with delight she dealt. What can I say about my little sister today? We've grown up together so close in age. You've supported me through the years, a shoulder to cry on many a time. Many laughs along the way on happy occasions. We've enjoyed girly holidays when we have let our hair down. And you've always been the ringleader, acting quite the clown. Always full of fun and up to mischief. Live life to the full, that is your belief. A woman as great as can be, that is what Michelle means to me.
Here's a little ditty to Michelle, who's turning 60. A friend like no other, a devoted wife, sister and mother. Loyal and kind, and usually of sound mind. With a laugh you can catch, I'm so glad we're all matched. A doting grandma to Seb, another one's coming, somebody said. We love you, Michelle, words cannot tell. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
I concur.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
'Twas a great day when Simon got down on one knee. When Michelle said yes, how lucky was he?
What better addition to the Scott family tree?
A perfect fit, that's plain to see.
As caring and generous as it's possible to be.
Sweet Caroline has nothing on she.
Welcoming, kind and sincere as can be.
And with a smile that is always a pleasure to see.
A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
Remember those days before daughters and son, where life was carefree and always great fun. Wearing shorts in the circus, serving gin and beer. The memories still make me smile after all these years. Saturdays working in Laura Ashley, where some of our purchases were definitely made rashly. I just want to say, have a wonderful time, which I managed to do completely in rhyme. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
She's the most gorgeous mama.
The best in-law there could be.
But it was Nana she was destined, for him and for me.
How do I pick words to sum up my lifetime? You gave me a childhood that was simply sublime. From holidays, kitchen dancing, to laughing till we cry. Life filled with such colour, you really set the bar high.
I met you when I was only 4, and since then, you've always had an open door. Even going on to live with you, it's made me realise that there's nothing you wouldn't do. From making cups of tea to cracking the cheese at Tana, you really are a fantastic nana.
After guiding me through my teenage years, there were tears and I'm sure quite a few beers. I became older and I like to think wiser. You became more than I could ever imagine, not just my advisor. You make me laugh when you're silly, you're my shoulder when I cry. We speak every day, but I'm still sad when we say bye. You're my mentor and always sure of the right sentiment, whether I need reassurance or even just a vent. Oh, and of course not to mention our third co-parent.
Michelle, where would I be without you? I'm so thankful for everything you've done and you do. From raising the most amazing person I've met to looking after our boys, I'll never forget. I'm so lucky to have an Edinburgh mother. Without a doubt, I would choose no other. You're so thoughtful and kind, make a great loaf of banana, but most of all, you're the world's best nana.
I feel lucky for every second with you that I spend. You're my most favourite person, not least my best friend. Thank you for everything that you do, but mostly, thank you for just being you.
A woman as great as can be.
That's what Michelle means to me.
Now it's our turn to tell how much we love you, Michelle, as we send you lots of birthday kisses and lots of extra special wishes.
She loves her fine wine, finds cheap holidays online. She's the hostess with the mostest, always ambitious. And her signature pavlova is bloody delicious. Michelle's always fit and able to drink us men under the table. She never ceases to astonish and dyes her hair with boot polish.
So beautiful, glam, with a heart of gold. There's no way you can be 60 years old.
We love you so much. You're the one of family's queen bees.
A woman
as great can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
Happy birthday.
Well, how unbelievable. We met way back in 1978. I saw you standing chatting him up at Lomond Park Gate. I knew then I never stood a chance, so I sneaked down Lennox Row and I went in search of another guy, and I found my darling Jimbo. Our paths would cross again one night as we partied at a Prestonfield ball. We chatted in the loo for ages, and I sussed out, that's that bloody Michelle McCall. You had 2 girls and a boy. No way, Michelle, what the hell? And you also spell your name like me, the famous Mitchies, with 1 L. I knew I'd found a friend that night, and look what we've uncovered. How close our girls are to each other, and Zach and Brendan, almost like brothers. The Scots and Stuarts, we struck a chord. We partied, what a thrill. And the Stuarts moved into the social hub, the famous House O'Hill.
Thank God, Michelle, you dumped that guy at Trinity's Lomond Park Gate, because I could not wish for a nicer guy than Simon to call my mate. We spent such fabulous times with you both and look forward to partying still. But my favourite time is our Christmas meal, all 14 of us partying in the House of Hill.
Michelle, you cannot be 60. 40s is more your age. Look at you strutting your stuff at Kelly's Hindu rave. You're so gorgeous, cool, and you're the best. You just love to have so much fun, and the added bonus is for me that you're my bestie's mum.
What happened to our Sundays, the best day of the week? 1 hour of nibbles and drinks and fun, and we come home and my mum falls asleep. But we always milk it to the max. 1 hour is never enough, but it's worth that Monday morning feeling, waking up a little bit rough.
Well, Michelle, the celebrations are on hold for just a wee bit longer. It's given our livers a chance to heal and get a wee bit stronger. But we really can't imagine how much fun this party will be. You'll always be our number one and a damn good friend to me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me. A woman as great as can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
Woo! Woo-hoo!
Cheers.
Dear Michelle, it started with a book and 5 girls in a club. A shared passion of wine, books and nice grub. A monthly meeting with lots of laughter and fun. Who knew then that a decade of friendship had begun? Over the years we have laughed and cried. "I've finished the book," we'd often lie. Monthly soirees and always with lots of wine. We'd talk sense and nonsense all at the same time. Our trips away were always mad, starting so sensibly and ending up bad. 43 and baby fried eggs, long, long after we should have been in bed. And remember the overzealous night porter at the Turnberry Hotel. Our numerous room service calls made us VIP clientele. Then the long drive to Ayr with the worst hangover, and you started partying again when you were barely sober. Your camera or selfie stick were never far away, snapping the moments and capturing those days. We may need some more filters and a softer lens now, but being a good friend, that I know you will allow. So here we are now celebrating your coming of age. 60 is just a number and shouldn't send you into a rage. You're absolutely amazing, both inside and out. I'm proud to call you a friend, and that I will shout. You are a loyal friend, so caring and kind, beautiful, funny, courageous, and with a generous mind. You are a woman as great as can be. That's what Michelle means to me.
We met in the 80s and fast became mateys. We've danced and we've walked, and we've jogged and we've talked, and we've laughed and we've cried, but we never have fought. You're my rock and my friend that will never end. You're the second mum to my kids and their friend. They watched us dance to Ring of Fire. I'm proud to say we never did tire. You were always the one who stayed up to have fun when I crashed and burned on the floor, almost done. We've shared Christmases and parties and washing machines and more. But it's your friendship and love that I truly adore. You're my rock and my friend that will never end. And there's never a problem you can't help me mend. So cheers to you for being 60 and looking so healthy and young and frisky. And cheers to you for all you have done for me and our families. We've had so much fun. A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
What does Agnes mean to me? Quite a lot, as you're about to see. She's fun, she's kind, and definitely wild. A real party-loving 60s child. She loves Beyonce and Ed Sheeran too. But family is where real love rings true. And with grandchildren arriving one after the another, Agnes, we all know, loves being a grandmother.
Now I know Simon is the love of your life. Fair enough, Michelle, you are his trouble and strife. I've been honoured to be Simonised and greatly treated. One day from now, I hope that is repeated.
Then there's book club where she knows her duties. She's one of Senga's favourite beauties. But when it comes down to it, we all love Agnes because she's lovely and funny and full of gladness. A woman great as can be, that's what Agnes means to me. Love you lots. Happy birthday, Michelle. Woohoo.
It's January the 28th and we need to celebrate.
It's the 60th birthday of a girl we all know. She's funny and caring and raring to go.
Looking back on the memories, too many to choose, guitars and singing and buckets of booze.
Being pregnant together was such a surprise, with Lauren and Kristen a dream in our eyes. This cemented our friendship, which grew over time. Our holidays, our families, those years were sublime.
Sunshine Mountain and dancing on tables, causing a ruckus, of that we were able.
This lockdown has stopped us from being together, but we'll make it one day, whatever the weather.
We'll pray for a day with champagne flowing, friends and family, we'll get it going.
Our friendship's important, your kindness so true, you're caring and thoughtful.
Michelle, we love you.
A woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me. Happy birthday, Michelle!
61 made a woman of beauty and heart.
An auntie whose kindness set her apart. She taught us what love is,
Steadfast through it all.
when life raised us up or caused us to fall.
Wonderful, thoughtful, caring and fun, memories of water fights in the sun. A diamond indeed, though not always gleaming.
One Bruce Road party left her totally steaming. The tale of Michelle waking up to decree Pringles still causes much hilarity.
She and Sizey come into their own when someone needs a party thrown. They provide for guests akin to Jesus.
Wine never runs out, though the thirst is ceaseless. Famous clan-wide for revelry and song, hers is a house to which all can belong.
Celebrations together must sadly wait.
So, let us quite simply state, a
woman as great as can be, that's what Michelle means to me.
On the 20th of January 1961, this world was sent a gift from high above. Michelle Marie Morag entered this world and filled it with her love. 20 years later, she entered my world and changed it for the better. I knew she would always be in my heart. I feel so blessed I met her. We grew up on the same street, numbers 18 and 22. So near and yet so far. Having lived our childhoods in separate ways, we have never since been apart. It was Annabelle's nightclub, if I recall, when we first came together. To Brian Ferry's Jealous Guy, I knew it was now or never. 4 years later, we were to be married. 4 years later, we were to be married on a day never to forget. Do you take this man? You said, I do. Do you take this woman? I said, you bet. Primrose Bank, Dean Village, Darnell Road and Dudley Avenue, places we shared together. To House o' Hill, First Crescent, now Road. Home has never felt better. We've travelled so far to many places, but I guess it was the Maldives when celebrating our 25th. It was the holiday of our lives. But nothing has given us more pleasure than our 2 daughters and our son, our pride and joy for evermore. So much love and so much fun. But to you, Michelle, I am so indebted. For you, I have so much love. You've fulfilled my life in so many ways. Words just don't seem enough. I'm so proud of the person you are. Please grow old with me. A woman as great as can be. That is what Michelle means to me. Happy birthday, darling. Love you forever.